Welcome back to the channel, Jaden Chase. Now, if you're new, remember to like, to share, and also to subscribe. Now, with law enforcement confirming that they believe the bodies of the mother and the daughter found in East Kingston, more specifically in the Rockfort area, is that of the missing baby mother and child of MP Philip Paulwell. And now his other baby mother has also been named as the mastermind of the crime. Keeping in mind that East Kingston area is the direction one would travel if seeking to board an airplane and leave the island. I'm looking here from law enforcement and they will continue the reason. Look and listen.
In light of the misinformation swirling in the public domain regarding the disappearance of Miss Sashina Patterson and her 10-month-old child, I deem it necessary to provide to the public the official brief at this time. On Saturday, September 9, 2023, a missing person report was made to the police at the St. Andrews Central Division regarding the disappearance of Miss Sashina Patterson and her 10-month-old child, Sahara Paulwell, from their home at 3 Galmore Drive, Kingston 20. Since then, this investigation has morphed into a very complex case of kidnapping and conspiracy. The quality and potency of the evidence amassed thus far has led us to take into custody 4 persons in relation to this investigation. One of those persons is Miss Lehoda Bradshaw, a 34-year-old petty officer in the U.S. Navy. The investigation is still ongoing. However, it is at an advanced stage. We continue to appeal to anyone with information to make contact with us. We also continue to engage our stakeholders. The persons in custody will go through a series of administrative procedures before formal charges are considered. At that time, an update will be provided to the nation through the press.
DCP, usually you would wait until charges have been laid to call persons' names, to make certain announcements. Just elaborate, if you can, why it was necessary to break from that established trend in this case.
As I indicated, there's a lot of misinformation that is swirling in the public. And we think, in particular, with Miss Bradshaw, we have evidence that we could advance a case at this time. But we want to ensure that we cross every T and dot every I. And so there are a number of things that are ongoing. And so we want to ensure that those have come to a conclusion before we proceed with the formal charging of her.
And in terms of the prospect of the charges, are you able to say what direction the investigators are looking to move?
Well, we are looking at a case of kidnapping. We are looking at a case of conspiracy to murder and other charges that will flow from that.
And you're confident that of the prospect of laying charges on all of these persons?
Well, as I indicated earlier on, the evidence that we have is very strong, and we'll allow the administrative procedures to be concluded before we make that determination. As there are legal issues that basically prevent us from saying much more. There are legal hurdles, if I may use that term. But I'm convinced that we are on the right track. I'm convinced about the quality of evidence and the potency of the evidence. I am convinced when I look at the material that the evidence that we have garnered so far is very strong and very can stand up to any scrutiny in any court of law. And I must seize the opportunity to commend the people, the officers who are actually conducting this investigation. A lot of effort, it shows commitment, it shows tenacity. It shows that they really have the interests of this nation and the interests of justice at heart. And just as how the family members have a desire to see a closure to this matter, I think the officers are committed to ensure that the family members, they get closure to what I consider to be a very unfortunate situation, one that really forces any individual with a conscience to cringe.
Now, with law enforcement statements, jealousy was the motivation for this crime. This wicked, gruesome act. And then it seems as if to cover her tracks, the emails that Paulwell spoke of on numerous occasions, the threats that were being made against him, could have been coming from his other baby mother. She also said that she reported they had some emails sent to her as well. But maybe that was one of the reasons why Paulwell could say that he was hacked. Because the messages were coming from somebody who knew him and knew of his family secrets or knew of personal information. Now, with this being revealed, this will be the second time we see a jealous lover take out them rage against their partner's child. With the Daniel Rowe case, it is still believed by law enforcement that the girlfriend of Daniel Rowe's father was the one who perpetrated the crime. And I like this one, I say I take place on the island. This is like a different dynamic to domestic violence. Meaning, a man and a woman, a man and a man in a relationship. Something take place. Infidelity. They might choose to take out them anger. Normally, when we hear about domestic situations, the situation takes place right there with the woman and the man and the woman in the house. Now we're seeing where these women are planning to carry out criminal acts in a different way, taking the lives of their spouses' children. I mean, I don't know if the girlfriend of Daniel Rowe's father have any children of her own. But this woman that the police are saying is the mastermind has a child of her own. How can a mother orchestrate this against a child, whether her own child or it being somebody else's child? And think about it. This child is her child's sister. Our own daughter sister. It's at different levels of evil. What this woman and her child have to do with she and Paulwell. She and Paulwell need to work out to them and work out. This young baby and this new baby mother now have nothing to do with that. This should be seen for what it is. Another gruesome, senseless crime. Senseless crime. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. And if you're new to the channel, so pass through, well, click the subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course, put it on on. And this is how you know we'll be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you. And until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours is, of course, if you want to live, love, and prosper, and if you want to stay tuned until the reason again.